Hello and welcome. Today we've got Randy Alexander, who has battled and fought cancer, and he wants to discuss how he recovered growing back his hair using Reform Collagen. Now, just before we begin, you can subscribe to our Telegram channels and to nickveniamin.com for my free email updates. And if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, I will leave the link below in the description for the full interview, unless, of course, myself and Randy can choose our words wisely due to the insane censorship that's happening right now. Randy, thank you for joining me, sir. How are you and what have you been up to?
Hey, Nick, I'm doing good. A couple things. I just got my 6-month checkup for my cancer scan, and the cancer I had was highly aggressive, very rare, and it looks like I'm got it in remission, and I'm doing really well. I feel really good. It's come a long way since we first talked, and and then I'm excited because my wife and I are going on a date. We're get to pay our property taxes here in the United States for our house. And then if we have enough money left over, we're going to go to Costco food court and have a hot dog. So I'm excited.
Well, that's very exciting to hear. I'm glad you're doing really well. You look great. Your hair's grown back. And
yes,
I remember at some point you came on my show when you were just recovering from cancer and your hair hadn't grown back yet. And you were completely bald, and I didn't even recognize you because we hadn't spoken for such a long time. Why don't you tell us your journey, how you fought cancer, and the products that you were using that helped you?
Well, as you know, I'm someone who I had to have chemo. It came on so aggressive and it was so bad, and my health was really bad. I had to go through chemotherapy. I didn't have time to do any natural, cures, or natural treatments. But anyway, I went through the treatment, and I'm very, 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 very lucky person because only 100 people in the United States have this cancer. It's called aplastic large cell lymphoma, and it's really bad. And it might have been caused from an environmental toxin. And anyway, long story, that's another show. But then I got cancer, and then I was in the shower. I was very weak. And then, of course, then my hair started falling out. And I'm not a vain person, but I kind of like my hair. And so I was, like, okay. My wife says, "You look really cute bald." And I says, "Well, okay." But, she's trying to put a light on it. And I said, "But I need something that's going to help me." So I tried some other powder collagens. Now, collagen, I've spoke about this before, it is basically, Nick, it's the glue that holds you together. You need to have it. It is natural. There's bovine collagen. If a supplement, there is there's collagen made from chickens. There is, and then there's a lot of natural ingredients in fruits and vegetables that help your body make it. It does wonderful things. And one of the things everybody thinks it just does wrinkles. No, the hair, my hair grew very slowly as it was, and it wasn't thick. And then all of a sudden I started taking this collagen, and I want to show this because everybody needs to know about this. It's called Reform Collagen. And this stuff is wonderful, and it's natural. And I researched the ingredients and things. It's got all the right stuff. And so with this, my hair, I'd take a sip of it. It looks like it's a shampoo bottle. It's actually collagen. I would take a sip of it, a teaspoon, twice a day, morning and evening. And my hair started growing. And my wife said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm just taking a sip of this stuff." And it started growing and growing and growing. Now, my hair was real bald, and it's real thick. I've got some pictures. I did a little collage. I won't bore everybody, but I'm going to show you really how I was. In December, I was bald. We're at the end of March, but in January, I had hair. And I had a lot of hair, and I got a haircut for the first time 3 weeks ago. And so I was very, very very happy about that. And I'm going to try to attempt to find those. Okay, here we go. That's me. Well,
Oh, no, they're moving quickly.
yeah, they're moving. Okay, let me. Mm.
Okay, I think I know what you're doing. You've got the, you're probably.
It went on animation, and so what I see, you can see the baldy. Okay, now here's what we'll do. And so here is, come on, here we go. Can you see it?
I can see that's your hair growing back.
Yes. And I had a haircut, and with my stylist, who's my wife's stylist, I didn't have no hair, Carla, and she too had cancer really bad. And so we bonded, and she's a sweetheart. And my hair is so thick. It's so thick.
Did you?
And it's incredible. It's incredible what this stuff has done. My sister, she's all about style and being neat and everything. And I was outside in the wind, and I had just had a haircut, and she says, "Randy, you need a haircut because it's growing, and it's continued to grow, and it's filled in. And I had a bald spot, and I don't anymore." So that's proof in the pudding of it. But this stuff is really, it's a consistency. It's a liquid, Nick. It's a consistency of like honey. It tastes good. I've had stuff that's terrible. And powders, it just didn't mix good. It didn't work with me, but this stuff does.
Sure. So Randy, tell me this: if you never found this specific collagen called Reform for to help grow back your hair, what would have been your concern?
Well, if I hadn't have found this, and I found it through a friend who actually had it and had a before and after picture, and I was really skeptical. And I said, "Your hair didn't grow that fast." Yeah, it did. And he's a young guy; he's about your age. He had a big bald spot, then it filled right in. And I said, "What? Did you get a hair, treatment or something?" I would have been I would have been upset because my hair would have grown in thin and patchy. This has grown in thick. And now my chemo, I think, helped make me have curly hair. I had straighter hair. So, cancer's a bad thing, but, maybe something that's helped me with my hair growth. But I'm very happy about it. If I would have tried other things, but when I found this, I was like, people have to know about this. That's been something that I'm on a mission on. I want to have, instead of taking pills and taking, medicines and stuff, I want to find things that help people that are natural, that actually work. There's a lot of marketing and hype out there, and there's a lot of products out there that are good. I'm not saying this is the only one in the world, but this is what I found that works for me. And I think I think it will help a lot of people. It helped me. And there's money back guarantee on it. I mean, shoot, this stuff, if they don't like it, I buy it back because I use the crap out of it.
Absolutely. So where can people find this product? Will you give me a link to put in the description below?
Yes, I will. And it's a company called Q Sciences, and they have a lot of health products. What I like about this company, and I'm trying to talk about the science as opposed to the company. I'm trying to talk about science. They have a group of doctors, and they have a lead scientist who, in fact, he was head of WebMD for many years in the scientific department. So he has credentials, and I'm all about peer review and credentials. And, collagen overall is very, very been studied. Even recently, in 2019, there was a study out of France that showed, people that got collagen, their skin and elasticity and their heart and so the inner workings of your body are just as important as the appearance of your body, and it does both. It's truly something. It's a miracle. It's part of the human nature of the miracle of nature.
So what's the study and research with the Reform collagen, Randy?
Well, the collagen overall in the reform is that it, in fact, actually will grow your hair. It will improve your health. A lot of ladies, of course, are looking for the wrinkles and the skin and all that. I'm 67 and I don't have a lot of wrinkles. I'm very fortunate. Um, and I do believe that after my chemo, that's another thing. After my chemo, my skin was very, very dry and wasn't supple. It was, and I lost a lot of weight. Of course, you see, I've gained some back. But anyway, it will make your skin very elasticity improvement and supple and healthy. You look healthy. You say I look healthy. A few months ago, I didn't look healthy. I looked really bad. And I'm very fortunate. I'm one of the luckiest people in the world. But Nick, this is just wanted to share this with your viewers because you always have good, solid people on who have found something or have something that they want to share with the audience that will help them. And I really applaud you for that.
Well, thank you. You look great. You've got your first haircut, and I can see your face is more in shape because of that reason. And also, I can see your eyebrows have even become more thicker.
Which I can pretty see more... yours, though, Nick.
Well, Randy, it's been great. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Is there anything else that you'd like to say to the viewers before we finish?
Yeah, I would just like to say, try to leave everybody with a positive note. We've had a lot of things going on in the world. Things are not always what they seem. I'm very optimistic. I follow this as you do. And of course, so much on your show. I mean, you're one of the main places I get information. And people, be positive. And I think we have a very bright future in the United States, in the world. And the world is really coming together, working together. So in my lifetime, I never thought I'd see something like this. And both from, in a positive way, how the world's coming together, we got a bright future. And I will hopefully see you a lot.
Absolutely. I hope to see you and other patriots and of course,